I hope you're all well and most importantly, you're staying safe. I thought I'd cover a tutorial on the Neptune's hit Frontin. A couple of years ago, I actually did a cover of this. However, someone recently asked me for a tutorial and I thought I'd share that with you today if you're finding something to do for the lockdown. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start off by teaching you the first bit, which is this bit. So basically the actual riff itself is split into two parts, but the other part is very similar to the first bit. So if you follow this bit, you should get the next bit afterwards. So you're going to start off with the third finger on the third fret of the D string, which is this one, sound like that. Second finger on the second fret of the G string, the one underneath. Then the first finger, first fret on the B string. And then, slightly different, we're going to have the pinky on the last string, the E string on the third fret. Alright, so all together you should have something that sounds like this. Yeah. So after you've done that once, you play it once, then we're going to go up. We're going to bar with the first finger on the top three strings on the fifth fret. That's the second chord. Then it's up to you. I use my pinky, but you could use your third finger. And basically, all you're doing is using the same chord, but on the E string, you want to add a finger on the seventh fret, so you get this kind of embellishment of the chord. Yeah. So, just to recap, so after you've done this chord, we're then going to move to this chord, which is just barring the top three strings on the fifth fret. After that, it's just moving a finger on the last string on the seventh fret. Once you've done that, you then go back to the original and then pause for a little bit. And then basically the riff starts off again. So we do the first bit. It's not great, but okay. Okay, so once you've sorted out the first bit, the second bit is exactly the same. It's just you're moving the chords and the notes by 2 frets. That's all there is to it. So you're playing the first bit twice. Then after that, that's when you're going to jump up to the new position, just 2 frets up. Okay, so if I just demonstrate that. And that's pretty much it. And then you just repeat again. And it goes on and on and on. And that's the main riff. Okay, so once you've got the first riff down, the second riff is quite easy. It's just different, the same chords, just moved along different frets. That's all there is really to it. So start off with the first chord of this, which is going to be your third finger. We're going to bar down on the top 3 strings, and that's going to be on the second fret. So you should have this. Yeah. Reason that we're going to use the third finger to bar rather than the first is because next you have a chord shape where you do need to use the first finger. So that one, we're going to put a first finger on the D string, and that's going to be the third fret. Then 2 frets after that, that's when the third finger comes in, and they're going to be on the top 3 strings. So you should have this. Yeah. So we're going to use this chord. We're going to move it up so that the first finger now is on the 6th fret. I find that when I'm moving positions, if I remember what chord, the note the first finger is on, that helps me a lot, because everything seems to fall in place with the first finger. guitar. So yeah, you got that? Yep. Then we're going to move down to the first fret, so that now your first finger is going to be on here. It's going to be a bit of a stretch. Unfortunately, you don't have to play that very long. Yeah, and that's basically it. So you're just repeating those 4 chords. They're the same chords, just in different positions. So you should have this. And that's it. So that was the basic rundown of how fronting goes. The main bit I taught you originally, the first bit, that runs through most of the song. So maybe have a listen on the actual bit to figure out where the second part comes in, because it doesn't come till much later in the song, more towards the end. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, maybe leave a like or a comment on what you'd like to hear next, and thank you for watching. Take care, guys.